to go minimize. Yeah, and then you go up for oh boy.
She said that YouTube starts automatically.
Correct.
But,
and
okay,
so
we'll
you
start
got to
with
go to
music,
get the music.
And then Facebook.
And then there you go. Now you got to go live. You did it. All right. We are there.
We're going live at 5. Filming.
I remember that. I don't remember what news channel, but okay. Oh, these are the cooling towels. You wet them and you kind of wring it out and snap it a couple times. Yeah, oh, don't get any wise ideas, mister. But it's cooling around the neck, so yes. Okay, we're streaming. So we were just talking about this little cooling towel here I bought at Walmart. Just to try it out, because we're going to go on vacation and we're going to go through some hot, humid states. And I thought I'd give it a try to see how effective it is. All right. It's still morning. Welcome to Labor of Love, Fitness and Wellness. I'm Cindy. We have Dolores with us and Tim. Deborah's behind the scenes. This is our chair-based yoga class. I guess we call it Yoga Fit. It's anti-rheumatic, where we move through all the basic joints in the body to keep them unlocked, keep us moving and functional in life. So I'm gonna have a seat. There you go. Now she's joining us. She's getting braver. All right. So find a comfortable place to sit. Bring your awareness within. Feel the seat supporting you. You can soften your gaze or close your eyes. Take a nice big breath in and out. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Let's take a big breath in. We're going to bring our hands in prayer through heart center. Let's set an intention here. What would you like to attract into your lives? Mine is usually centered around health, vibrant health, and abundance. Setting that intention, we're going to breathe it in and bring it through our center. And breathe. And we'll start off with an upper body or torso rotation. I'm scooting forward in my seat about halfway, and that way I'll be able to move round and around, nice and easy. Just take your time. And then breathe with it. Make sure you're breathing freely. And softening all the muscles in your face and your jaw. Let's go one more time in this direction. Bring it to center. Reverse. About 4 times in the opposite direction. Two more. Mine are really slow. One more round. Bringing it to center. Moving into a seated cat-cow. So I'm going to hinge forward, flattening my back, lengthening my spine. I'm going to push back, hands on top of the knees, round out the back as I drop the chin down and in to the upper chest. Take it as far as what's comfortable or what feels right for you. Hinging forward, lengthening, breathe in, and then pushing back, rounding it out, breathe out. Two more, hinging forward, breathing in, pushing back, rounding the back, dipping the chin down and in, breathe out. One more. And breathe. Let's bring ourselves to center. Sitting up nice and tall. We'll do a gentle little torso twist. So I'm going to take the back of my hand here, put it to the outside of the opposite thigh, or you can go to the inside, whatever your range of motion is. And then we'll gently twist around and look. Look gently behind you. See how far you can look and see with your peripheral vision. And breathe here. And gently rotate in the opposite direction, placing that hand to the other thigh, looking around, and breathe. Rotating one more time, each side. And back we go. Other side. Breathe freely. Facing forward, centering. I'm going to sit back in my chair a bit, allowing the back of the chair to support me, bringing the chin down and in towards the upper chest, allowing lengthening on the back of the neck, relaxing the arms and the shoulders, and gently look up towards the ceiling as you raise your chin. Or you can keep your eyes closed and chin down. Chin up. And then one more time, chin down and in towards the top of your chest. We're going to roll that chin over and across towards one shoulder gently. And softly looking down at the floor past that shoulder as you remain centered and upright. And then roll that chin across to the other shoulder. Taking our time, no rush. Looking down past the shoulder to the floor. Softening your gaze back and forth one more time each side. And give time to allow lengthening as you feel the changes as the neck rotates from one side to the other. And then back we go to the other side. Connecting the top half of the circle, we're going to look up across the ceiling and over from shoulder to shoulder. Look down at the floor past that shoulder, and then up again across the ceiling and down to the floor. Bringing your head and neck facing forward in neutral. We'll do a nice easy little rotation, just gently looking over and behind one shoulder, and then rotate looking over and behind the other shoulder. Relaxing your arms, staying centered. And back and forth one more time. And other side. Last time. Facing forward, center. Gently bring an ear down as you relax your arms, letting the side of the neck lengthen, creating space in between the ear and the tops of the shoulder. And up and over to the other side. Remain centered and upright as you gently bring that ear down towards the shoulder. And then over to the other side. Last time, other side. Bringing the head and the neck to center in neutral one more time. We're going to exercise the eyes only and the muscles within the eyes and around the eyes. Looking down, so we're facing forward, chin is level. Look down past your nose to the floor. And then look up without moving your head. Just your eyes, look up to the ceiling as far as you can see past the brow. You might feel a little strain because your eyes are not used to moving like this. And then looking down at the floor again, eyes only. Looking past your nose, past your cheeks to the floor. And then look straight up to the ceiling again, past your brow, eyes only. And then gently close your eyes, give them a break. And breathe. Softly open your eyes. With your eyes only, look over to one side as far as you can see, keeping your head and neck in neutral facing forward. And then bring those eyes across and over to the opposite side, looking to the side with your peripheral vision. And then send those eyes slowly and softly back, looking in the opposite direction from one side. Back to the other side one more time. Now gently close your eyes, give them a break. Softly opening your eyes. We're moving into circle with the eyes as if you have a big clock in front of you. 12 o'clock. Look at 12 o'clock straight up. And then we're going to move counterclockwise. Look to the 11, the 10, and the 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and back up to the 1 and the 12. Soften your eyes, give them a break. You can close your eyes if you'd like. Take a nice gentle breath in here and breathe it out. Opening your eyes softly once again, looking up to 12. Opposite direction, we're going clockwise to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Moving to the other side of the clock with the 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Closing your eyes again, give them a break, relax and breathe. Softly open your eyes. Now, if you have glasses, take them off for a moment. That would be me. Oh, that is different. I'm going to look across the room or maybe out the window. I'm going to focus on something far away. So focus the best you can on something far in the distance. Zero in on it, both eyes, binocular vision. Look as far as you can. Now bring your focus to something close in front of you. So let that be your finger. So I'm going to bring my finger directly in front of me and I'm going to focus in on my finger. Now send your focus far off into the distance again. Find something as far away as possible that you can focus on. And then bring your focus close in one more time, focusing on the finger that's right in front of you. And relax. So that's one ability we lose when we don't use our eyes. And that's one reason why we have so many people wearing glasses, because we just don't spend the time to activate those muscles and focus far away, close up. Okay, from there, we're going to circle our shoulders. We're going to bring them up, take a breath in, and send them down and around 4 times. So as you make the circle, breathe in and out. 4 times, so 2 more in this direction. No rush. Get a nice full range of motion here. 1 more. And breathe. Get down to the bottom. Reverse the circle. So sending them down and back, up, forward and around. 4 times. Breathe with it. Let your breath flow. Two more. Try to relax the neck. Kind of keeping it neutral as you can. 1 more. And relax. Sending our hands and our arms out in front of us, open wide, breathe in. Closing softly, breathe out. Open wide, breathe in. Breathe out, closing softly. 2 more times, open wide. Closing. One more. Breathe in, open. Breathe out, close. Moving into the circles for the wrists 4 times in one direction, and breathe. Taking your time. Bringing your full awareness to the circles that you're making with your hands and your wrists. Reverse the direction of those hand and wrist circles 4 times. Two more. One more round. Moving into flexing, sending those fingers and those hands up and back towards you, and then bending them out, down, bringing the fingertips back pointed towards you, maybe to the underside of the forearm, and then flexing them up. Breathe in. Bending them out and down. Breathe out. 2 more. Up and back. Breathe in. And breathe out. 1 more. Breathe in. Flexing. Bending. Breathe out. Move to the elbows. So here I'm going to extend my hands and my arms long and down. I'm going to bend the elbows, touching the tops of my shoulders. The focus is the elbow joints. And then out, back down. And then breathe in here. Breathe out as you open. 1 more. Breathe in. Open, breathe out. Supporting the upper arm with one hand. Keep it stabilized as you make an oval-shaped circle that sweeps across and under the chin, sending the hand and the forearm in an oval-shaped circle to get a different type of movement in that elbow. 4 times. Taking our time, no rush. 1 more in this direction. Stabilize that upper arm, holding it as still as possible. Reverse the direction. Opening, sweeping out and around. Back, bending the hand as you sweep across and under the chin. Breathe freely. 2 more. Breathe. 1 more. And same thing, stabilizing the upper arm on the other side, sweeping that hand across and under the chin, making that oval sweepy circle as you breathe. Stabilizing the upper arm. One more. And off in the opposite direction 4 times. Make that sweepy oval. Two more. One more. And let your arms down to your sides. Bend your elbows. And let's get the tops of the shoulders, work in the ball and sockets of the shoulders, and then gently bring it down. Now, what is your range of motion? How high can you lift? Not to the point of pain. We keep our shoulders unlocked. It's just too easy to get what's called a frozen shoulder. Now connect the breath. So as I raise my arms and the elbows up, I'm going to breathe in and breathe out as I bring them down. So here, I'm going to raise the hands forward and up. We're getting a different motion, different movement. Go up overhead and then bring them down. Bring them back behind you. Remember, not to the point of pain. We just want to take advantage of our range of motion and keep all body parts unlocked so we can live functional lives. We don't want to lose any of our abilities as far as reaching, our strength. Last one. Now we have two sets of ball and socket joints, the shoulders and the hips. And these joints are the ones that can move in absolutely every different direction. So we want to keep it that way. So here we're going to bend the elbows. Just touch the tops of your shoulders. Here we're sending those elbows in a circle, forward, up, back, down, and around. So we're getting a nice circular movement in the shoulders. Taking our time. We want to make sure we move those joints in all different directions. And we're getting some strengthening as well. Let's reverse, moving those elbows and those shoulders opposite direction for 4 times, and then breathe with it. Let your breath flow freely. You can breathe in as you open, and then as you're kind of collapsing the chest here, coming forward, you could breathe out. So take your time as you connect your breath. 2 more. One more. Try to relax the neck. Let it stay in neutral. And relax the arms. From there, we'll do a gentle little side bend. One side only. See what your range of motion is. Back to center. So here I'm going to take a breath in. And then as I side bend over, breathe out. Breathe in, rise up. And breathe out. Back to center. Let's see what happens if we take a breath here. Now breathe out. Breathe in as we side bend. Breathe out, bring it back to center. Now to the other side. So I'm going to breathe in here. Breathe out, side bend. Breathe in, rise up. Breathe out, side bend. Breathe in, rise up. Now breathe out, stay centered. Breathe in, side bend. Breathe out, rise up. Makes it a little different. And from there, I'm going to send my legs out in front of me, scooch forward just a tad. Let's send our awareness down to our feet. So we might want the back of the chair to support us. Let those feet raise up off the ground, and we'll do both at the same time like we did with the hands and the wrists, circling the feet around. Try to get a nice flexing and bending in the feet as you circle those ankles. Take your time. And reverse the circle of the feet. Two more. Might feel and hear a little snap and a pop. One more. I do. And point those toes out, down, and away, and then bring those toes up and back towards you. Let's connect our breath. So breathe in here, flexing. Breathe out, pointing out and away. Breathe in, bring them back. Breathe out, send them away. One more time. Breathe in, bring them back. Breathe out. And then from there, facing the toes up towards the ceiling, soles are facing out and away. We're going to rotate and point, bending the soles in towards each other, then rotate out and away. Side to side movement, and bring the soles facing each other, and then rotate out and away. Two more like that. Rotate inwards and out. One more. Rotate and out. And set those feet down. So here, focusing once again on the feet, we'll raise one heel, get a nice flex and bend in the foot, the ball of our foot, and the toes are on the ground, so get a bend through the toes, raising that heel up, and then set it down. Raise that heel up, flex the foot, get a nice lengthening and stretching in the foot, set it down. Two more. Flex the foot, toes on the ground, and set the heel down. One more. Raise the heel, flex the toes, set it down. Other side, same thing. Raise the heel up, get a nice stretching and a flexing of the foot, set the heel down. Rise up on the ball of the foot, flexing the toes back. Set the heel down. Two more. Really try to get a nice movement in through the foot. Set the heel down. One more. Raise it up and set it down. From there, I'm going to scooch my heels, my feet forward just a tad. And I'm going to raise the front half of the foot up. I'm going to leave the heel on the ground and then set the foot down. Now, as I raise my toes up in the air, try to spread them apart. Spread those toes, let those feet widen, and set them down. Two more times. We're going to raise it up, heels on the ground, widen, spread those toes out, set it down. One more. Raise the toes and the rest of the foot, spread them out, set them down. Can you wiggle? Just wiggle, move those toes around. Get them active and unlocked. Other foot. Raise the toes off the ground, the front half of the foot. Leave the heel connected. Spread the toes. Set it down. Raise it up. Spread them wide. Raise it up. Set it down. Two more. Heels on the ground, raising the front half of the foot up as high as you can. Spreading the toes out and set it down. On this one, raise it up. Wiggle those toes, open, close, wiggle, wiggle, and set it down. moving our awareness up to the knees. I'm gonna move into a full extension of one leg out in front of me. I have space under my chair, so I'm gonna retract it back. Here I'm gonna scoop forward a bit so I have a greater range of movement here. Bringing my foot under my seat, and then full extension, and then retract it back. 2 more of those, full extension of the knee and the leg, and then retract it back. 1 more. And retract it back. Same thing, opposite leg, full extension of that leg, retract it back as far as you can. A total of 4, full extension, and retract it back. It's also strengthening. 2 more, full extension, and retract it back. 1 more. And bring it back. There we go. So for this one, focusing still on the knees, like we did with the elbow, we're going to stabilize the thigh so it doesn't move, and we'll make circles in the air with our foot. Our awareness is still at the knee, getting a kind of a side-to-side movement in a joint that's not built to move that way, but it still allows flexing, which is good. Reverse the direction. You get the tendons and the ligaments. And all of that elasticity or plasticity in all the soft tissues. And setting that one down, same thing. Circle that foot out and around, stabilize the thigh. Try to keep the thigh from moving too much so we get more movement in the knee. 1 more time in this direction. Reverse for 4. The size of the circle is up to you, what feels right on your knee. Okay, from there, we're going to do a little more strengthening. We're going to get up out of our seats. If you have to build your seat up to enable you to do that, it's a really good idea so you continue to maintain strength in your legs. So from here, we're going to bring our hands to heart center and just get up out of our seats. We're still getting flexing and bending in the knees and the hips and the ankles. Softly have a seat. So just imagine you're sitting on an egg and you're trying not to break that egg. Very soft. We're going to do that. We're not going to hatch the egg. Get up out of your seat, strengthening the legs, and then sit softly. So engage your muscles, take your time, sit soft, soft, soft. There we go. Don't crack the egg. We're going to do that 1 more time. Here we go. Stand up. And it's unfortunate that so many lose the strength in their legs where they can't get up out of their seats anymore. So we have to focus on that and purposely strengthen those legs. Raise the leg up, moving our awareness to the hips. Send it out to the side. We're open in the hip, and then set it down. From here, gentle inward pressure inside. Push those knees away from each other, hinge forward. You'll feel it through the joints in the hips as they open. Now, tight hips, tight hip flexors causes low back problems especially. Raise that leg up from the side. Pause before you bring it back to center. Pause before you set it down. 1 more time like that. Raise it up. Send it out. You're still strengthening. Pause before you set it down. Inward. Pressure on the thighs and hinge forward, open the hips, feel it, and then bring it back to center. Raise that leg up, pause, back to center, pause, set it down. My hip flexors are really having to work there. I'm going to do that again, but I'm going to send my leg out, and this time I'm going to get up out of my seat as if I'm making the movement to get in and out of a car. I'm going to get up out of my seat. Here I can add a full body stretch, like as if maybe you're reaching to put something on a shelf, and then bring it back through heart center. Softly sit. Don't crack that egg. Takes a lot of leg strength to do it slowly. Bring that leg back to center, but not in a rushed manner. Okay, other side. We're gonna raise the leg, send it out, pause, set it down. Pressure on the inside of the thighs, open those hips. You can hinge forward. You'll feel it really deep in the ball and socket joints of the hips. Bring it back to center. Raise the leg, back to center, pause, set it down. You're also having to engage your abdominal muscles to do this. Here we go. Raise the leg, send it out, pause, and set it down. Open those hips, hinge forward. Bringing it back to center. And here we go. Pause, back to center, pause, and set it down. The third one is the one we're going to get up and do a full body stretch. There we go. From here, we get up out of our seats. Full body stretch. You can add a back bend and reach as if you're putting away those Christmas gifts already. All right. Bring it down slowly and sit softly. Take your time. Use the thighs, use those muscles. Here we go. Raise it up, bring it back. Perfect. Sitting forward. So we're going to get that circular motion in the hip joint. This time, our arms and our hands are assisting. The lower leg follows along as we make a circle in the air with the knee, but our focus is the hip. So how big your circle is depends on your range of motion and how much you're able to move it. And then reverse. You really want to assist with your hands and your arms so you get a bigger circle, more movement in the hip. There you go. Very nice. 2 more. One more. And set that one down. 4 times in each direction with the opposite leg. I'm really going to use my hands and my arms to make that knee circle around as the lower leg just kind of follows along. It's kind of following under the knee. 1 more. Reverse. 4 times. Two. 1. Set it down. Okay, here we'll cross one lower leg in front of the other, sit up nice and tall, hinge forward, and allow the knees to gently open as you hinge forward. And then round it out, push back. And we'll do 1 more, hinging forward, flattening the back as we lengthen the spine. Bring it as forward and far forward as what feels good for you, and then send it back. You can really dip the chin down and in towards your chest and lengthen that stretch all the way down the spine from the base of the skull. Here we'll sit up. The leg that's in front, we're going to do a gentle little twist towards that leg and breathe. And then facing forward, and then twist in the other direction. And facing forward. From there, if that felt okay, you can bring that forward leg up over the top of the other knee, and then just let it relax here. Readjust your position. Let it relax and just open up. You can add a little downward pressure to the inside of your thigh. Maybe you want to let the back of the chair support you, and it'll help release that hip flexor so you're not having to hold yourself upright. Breathe. And give that leg a hug. Diagonal across the body, you'll feel the stretching across the outside of the thigh and the glute. And then lower it down. Open it again if you'd like. Breathe. Breathe through the stretch. And hug it one more time. Give it a moment or two longer as an option. And relax it down. Setting that leg down. The other leg crosses in front this time. And we'll turn towards that forward leg and breathe. And then gently rotate in the opposite direction. Breathe. And facing forward. If you'd like, uncrossing the legs, you can bring that leg over the top of the other. And then just let it relax here. Make sure it feels okay. It's still a pretty intense stretch, just letting it kind of relax. And then we add that pressure to the inside of the thigh gently. I'm allowing the back of the chair now to support me. So I let this hip flexor release. Breathing through the stretch. And then give it a hug. Once again, send your breath to the area that you feel the most. Allowing it to open. Option of opening it a little more with the downward pressure. Breathe. And give it a hug one more time. Nice big breath in and out. And release it. And setting it down. Okay, we're going to move into the modified warrior. So turning sideways in my chair, allowing this knee to drop off the edge of the chair, pointing down towards the floor. Find your balance. Sending both hands and arms outstretched in front of you. Move into a warrior one, raising them up to the ceiling. And look. And then lowering those arms out in front of you. hinge forward, reach to the opposite wall, and then bring it back to center. Open wide from side to side into Warrior Two. Look over that forward facing hand. Flip the palm up, let it float up to the ceiling as the other hand gently goes down towards the floor. And then open side to side once again. Look over that back hand. Flip that palm up. Let that hand float up as you look past your fingers to the ceiling. You could either come down on your forearm on the top of your thigh there, or fully extend that bottom hand towards the floor. And then back to center. Relax the arms down. Bring that, before we could do a side bend here. Grabbing the back of the chair while we're in this position. Raise that outside hand and side bend over. And then bring it back up. Arm and hand forward and down. Now we'll switch it out. Letting that opposite knee drop down towards the floor, finding our balance. Raise the hands and the arms out in front of you. Continue to let them float up to the ceiling. You could add a back bend as you look past your hands towards the ceiling. And then bringing the hands down and outstretched in front of you. Hinge forward, reaching to that wall. Bringing them back. Then we're going to open from side to side into Warrior Two. Looking over that forward hand. We want to let the hips open. Flip the palm up. Float it up to the ceiling. Look past the fingers. Let the other hand drop down. And then bringing it back to center. Look over that back hand, which is a little more difficult. Looking back that way. Flipping the palm up. Float that back hand up. You can rest on the top of your thigh with the forearm, or fully extend both arms in opposite directions, ceiling to floor, and then bring it back to center. Bring the arms down, facing forward, grab the back of the chair, send that arm up and side bend over the chair gently. And then bring it back to center, arm forward and down. Now facing forward in our seats. Here, find the most comfortable place. Readjust your position as needed. Softly gaze or close your eyes, relaxing your arms and your shoulders. Focus on your breath. As you breathe in, allow your low abdomen to expand down around the belly button, filling up the lungs. Softening the low abdomen, breathing in. And breathe out. Everything's softening. Breathe in, expanding. Breathe out, softening. Now imagine you're breathing in through the soles of your feet, the healing energy from the center of the earth. Breathe it in through the feet. Bring it all the way up the legs. Fill up your entire body all the way to the top of your head as you breathe in. And then from the tops of your crown, send that breath all the way back down through your entire body, through the soles of your feet, back to the center of the earth. Exchanging what no longer serves you and drawing in the healing breath that you need. Breathe it in from the feet all the way through the crown, through your entire body. And then breathing it out in the opposite direction, all the way through your feet, back down to the center of the earth. Let's continue in that manner at your own rate of breath. Just imagine healing breath. Now this time when you breathe it out and send it back to the center of the earth, breathe it in one more time through the soles of your feet, all the way up through the top of your head, and then send it out into the heavens, sending your breath all the way up as you breathe out. Now breathing it in from the heavens, down through the tops of your crowns, all the way filling up your entire body through to the soles of your feet. And then breathe it back out through the top into the heavens. One more time. Breathe it in, healing white light, healing breath from the heavens. Fill up your body. All the way to the soles of your feet. And then breathe it back out. Now continue in a normal manner. Breathe in peace as you breathe in. Breathe out love. Send it out to the world or those around you. Breathe in peace. And breathe out love. Send it out to those around you, however far you want to send it. Breathe in healing. Breathe out what no longer serves you. Breathe in healing. Breathe out what no longer serves you. Breathe in healing again. And send out healing as you breathe out to those around you. Breathe out. One more time. Breathe in healing. And breathe out. Send out healing. Let's take a big breath in as we bring our hands up overhead, palm to palm, through heart center. Recall the intention that you set at the beginning of class. Meditate on that for a moment or two. And let's breathe it in and through center. One more time, breathe it in and through center. Keep your hands here at heart center and repeat after me. Peace for my body, peace for my mind, peace always surrounding my soul. Namaste, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Tim. All right. See you tomorrow. All right, you're welcome.